J, and today I'm bringing you a New Year's Eve inspired look. So for New Year's Eve, you want to go all out, glitter, colors, lashes, smoked out, everything. Contour to the gods, like everything. So I basically combined everything into this beautiful silver gold smoked out to perfection look with beautiful pouty glossy gorgeous taupey lips and a beautifully contoured face. So I have a tutorial for how I highlighted and contoured, and that will be uploaded soon, so make sure you keep your eyes out for it. So for this tutorial you'll see how I created this eye look, and obviously my accessories are from Lotus Creations as always, so make sure that you buy something gorgeous for yourself for next year. Make sure you enjoy this tutorial, and if you're going to recreate the look, make sure you at me at Medea J if you upload it on Instagram, and hashtag Medea J if you put it on YouTube. Anywho, make sure you enjoy your tutorial, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Next video. Bye. I've already gone ahead and primed my eye, so I'm going to go ahead with the Reveal palette from Coastal Scents, and I'm going to use like a cool toned brown color, and I'm going to use that to warm up my crease brown. And I'm going to be using the Sedona Lace EB13 brush to do this. So I'm just going to put that and then tap off any excess, and then gently start applying. Now I've already done my foundation, highlighting and contour. There's a video about that which will be coming up soon, so don't worry. And I am using tape because, as always, I usually do my eyes first, but because there's a video coming up, I have opted out to use tape. So I'm just gonna apply that a little bit at a time, warming up the crease. Right. Anyway, I'm going to go in with the shadow box from Urban Decay, and I'm going to use Sin, and I'm going to apply that on my brow bone area to create as a highlight. Who's at the door? Someone's at the door. Anywho, I'm going back in with my Reveal palette with that same taupey brown color and the same Sedona Lace brush. I'm blending out any harsh lines from the highlight and the color I initially put down. So I am gently blending that out. Blend them in. Now with Coastal Scents brush. This one is BRC N08, I don't know. I'm going to go in with this darker brown color, and I'm going to put that just below the color that I placed in the crease, and that's just to really define the crease and give it some edge. So I'm just going to go a little lower and then start applying that. I'm going to start in the outer V, packing on color there, and then whatever's left is dragging it in and then blending it up in like a V motion, because you want to create that nice V that we've got there. So you blend it up towards the tape and bring it back in. Yep. And I'm going to go in with an eyeshadow base. So I'm going to be using the Shiny Cosmetics eyeshadow bases. This one is number 5, which is like a gunmetal grey color. And I'm going to apply that with a flat brush onto my lid. And this one is the Sedona Lace EB11 brush. And I'm going to apply that on my lid and like carve out my lid with it. And once that's done, I'm gonna go in with the same blending brush I used to blend out the harsh edges, and I'm gonna use it to blend out the edges of the base, just to soften it. And I'm going back into the shadow box from Urban Decay, and I'm gonna be using Mushroom, which is like a silver gunmetal kind of color, and I'm gonna apply that on my lid. First, wetting the brush with my MAC Fix Plus because it has like specks of glitter on it, and it's quite shimmery. So just to make sure that it stays on the lid, just gonna spray that and then apply. And I'm using my BH Cosmetics brush to do this. This is really good fluffy brush for doing this. Really soft. That's done. I'm gonna go in with my Black Up Cosmetics eyeshadow in Mono. It's called Mono, and it's like a silvery grey color. And I'm going to apply that into the crease and kind of blend out the edges. And I'm going to use the tapered brush from Sedona Lace. It's the EB15 brush. And this thing has a little bit of fallout, so make sure you tap off the brush when applying it. Going on, so I'm doing that, and then I'm dragging the edge out to create that V. A little bit, not too much. Now I'm going back into the shadow box again, and I'm going to be using, sorry, no, not the reveal palette, the shadow box, and I'm going to be using Blackout, which is a black color, and I'm going to use my LA Colors tapered blending brush. This brush is really good. So I'm just going to tap off any excess, and then I'm putting it in my outer V only and dragging a little bit inside, but it's just the outer V. I'm dragging it out. Once that's done a little bit, we're going to go ahead for the fun part, which is the glitter. The glitter. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my glitter base. So I'm going to use my Too Faced glitter glue, which is the Shadow Insurance glitter glue, and also use my Shiny Cosmetics glitter, and this one is in number 39. It's like a silvery, beautiful silvery glitter color, and I'm going to use the brush that came in the pack for Shiny to apply the glitter on my lid. So I'm going to take a little bit of glue and put that on the lid. I'm not taking it all the way in, just on top of my lid. We don't want too much glitter, just a little bit. So once that's there, and then I'm just gonna take little glitter on the brush and then pat it on. You have to work fast because this glue dries quickly. And I'm just applying a little bit to give that impression of glitter. I am not packing it on because I want the eyeshadows to still show underneath. Now I'm going to line my eye and create like a good dramatic wing eye, and I'm using, finally got my hands on the Inglot 77 Black is Black or Blacker Than Black eyeliner. So I'm using the number 77. You can see it's really new, I just used it for the tutorial, and I'm using this eyeliner brush that Holly Manaya sent me. So I'm just gonna pat that on the brush and create a wing. Once I've applied that, I'm gonna go over with a liquid liner, and that's just because of the glitter. So I'm going to use the NYC liquid liner as I usually do. Yep. And now for my inner corner, I'm going to use the same shadow box and use the same brow bone color in Sin. And I'm going to apply that to my inner corner with a nice fluffy smudger brush. I'm just going to tap that and then apply that in there. And drag that in. And then I'm also going to apply my pigment from MAC Cosmetics in Naked. Just going to apply a little bit of that to give it that pop of color. Now I'm going to line my waterline with the Urban Decay Perversion pencil. Using the same smudger brush I use, I'm going to bring the Sin color and the Naked pigment in. And then same brush, I'm going to use Blackout to smudge my lower lash line. I'll remove the tape. It's a little bit messy, the tape moved a little bit, so I'm just gonna clean that up and come back. And I recently got this mascara from Makeup Revolution, and to be honest, I really do love it. And it's called Amazing Curl Mascara from Makeup Revolution. It hasn't got a number or anything, but it's the brown one. And the brush is curved, which I think is quite cool. So I'm using that for my lashes. Then I'm going to go over it with the Benefits They're Real mascara. And once that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and use my Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter in Midnight Cowboy. I'm going to use that to highlight my inner corner and lower lash line. Leave that to dry, and then I'm just going to prep my lashes. So I'm using the Cherry Blossom No. 5 lashes. They're a bit too long for my eyes, so I'm going to cut them a little bit and then apply them off camera. So I'm going to blend out my contour lines with my neck with my powder. I'm going to apply my blush, so I'm using the Milani Tea Rose Blush No. 8. That's what it looks like. Apply my highlight. So I'm using the highlighter from Makeup Revolution, and this is the Vivid Baked Highlighter in Pink Lights. I'm using that with my fan brush from Sedona Lace, the FB01 brush. Now I'm just going to apply that right underneath the wing eye and down. chin area, Cupid's bow, bridge of my nose, forehead, Now for my lips, I'm going to apply the Sleek Ooh La La liner in Nutcracker. I'm going to use that to line my lips. And fill them in a little bit. Fill them in a little bit. For lipstick, I'm using this taupey color called Exclusive Event, and this is from one of MAC's launches. Can't remember which launch, like they do so many launches, it's ridiculous, but it's the one with the gold packaging. It's like a taupey color. To blend all of that, I'm going to be using the Rihanna lip gloss, and this is the Rihanna Viva Glam 2. It's a beautiful color, and it's a lip gloss, not a lip gloss. And then I'm going to add my Naked Pigment on my Cupid's bow. So I'm going to tap a little bit with my finger. And just add it like that. Then I'm going to spray my face, wear my accessories, and come back to you. And this is the finished look.